If you see a fairy ring in a field of grass, very lightly step around, tiptoe as you pass. Last night fairies frolicked there, and they're sleeping somewhere near. Welcome, Pirate Council, may our tall tales please you. When last we left our heroes, they'd made a new friend in Thither, perhaps a few, but they didn't stay long. As the camera lingers on the empty fairy ring of singing mushrooms, the expressions on Dianna and Lotte's faces turning from concern to horror. Our view shifts to a castle atop a crag. The twilight-lit palace emerges dreamlike from the clouds. A great marble tower ringed by delicate spires casts its shadow over the rooftops below. Another tower teeters nearby, torn from its foundations and held aloft by a coiled beanstalk. Monstrous vines cling to the palace walls and choke the promontory of rock with its perches. As we zoom closer, past the front garden and over the battlements, through doors emblazoned with crowned lions, we fly through a courtyard with no floor, instead of vortex of dark clouds with a marble tower rising from the maelstrom. Eventually, we see a ring of marble pillars sculpted with images of fairies and demons, supporting the arched ceiling of a circular chamber. The back of a gilded throne greets your eye, with some kind of armored figure standing tall at attention, slightly behind and to the side, its armor smoked black as if charred, the sword at his hip, letting off faint licks of flame. We see, as the camera comes around, we see a statue of an unarmored elf, standing in front of the throne, poised as if ready for battle with a short sword gripped tightly in each of their hands. As we round the throne, we see two figures bent at the knee, a woman wearing black feather-like robes and the skull of some tusked beast atop her head, and a short orcish creature with grey skin and knives at his belt. The woman speaks in a respectful tone. My lord, the hags begin to turn their attention to each other. They seem content to squabble over their existing portions of Prismere. As we pass the throne, we see a figure in black robes reclines on the gilded wooden throne with clawed feet, his hooded face shrouded by grey mists. Eyes like burning coals peer out malevolently to the two figures bent at the knee in front of him. His voice reaches out, its tones snaking and curling towards the supplicants. Bring me the staff. And we snap back to find our intrepid crew no longer in the Feywild or the forests of Prismere, far from this palace of Heart's Desire. Instead, in the middle of a forest somewhere in Aurora, with no ship, no Karu, and no crew.
You gotta say that the music in the background worked so well with you telling that story. It was just like amazing. It was like, yeah, I loved it. Paulie's just still dancing, you know. Like I'm guessing does he still have his little mushroom buddies like on his shoulders and shit?
The ones that were on your shoulders, yes.
Yeah,
but
great.
You see the glade around you. As I described it last time, there are sort of small inert mushrooms kind of in a ring around you. But you can see that they are somewhat sickly, maybe a little bit more decayed or perhaps even poisonous with purples and bright colors. And you notice the grass around you changes from being sort of that bright green, that vibrant, lush Feywild grass you were just in, to this one is sort of slightly dry and decayed. It's Australian summer out here, perhaps, and the lawn is not surviving. Paula, you keep dancing around, perhaps not even noticing in your revelry as you're turning widdershins with a stick held with your magic wand held aloft, singing, and then you bump into, perhaps you eventually bump into Yama, and then moments later, I think Sorn appears, and you realize that the singing has stopped.
Oh man, who cut off the party?
Well, we're in an entirely different place, Captain.
What? And then Paulie actually does look around.
Yama's gonna try and do the thing again. So he holds up his sword and goes, 3 turns widdershins and off we go, and spins in a circle.
Nothing happens.
God damn it, Captain, we've left Kara behind.
What? How?
Well, I don't know where we are anymore, but this definitely doesn't seem like the Feywild. Can I, is my crown on my head?
You don't see the crown atop Yama's head. You can kind of, if you squint, you can maybe kind of see a vague outline, but it's fuzzy and it's almost like it's like a mirage.
Right.
Any ideas, Swan? The magic is your kind of realm?
It's not my magic, so I have no idea.
I mean, this place looks sick, and the other one looked really healthy and nice. Maybe we need to cure the mushrooms.
We can
Should I
fix
talk
it,
to
you
my?
think?
Do you reckon my mushroom buddies might know anything?
Can I roll a nature check?
Oh no, we're in Aurora.
Well, so Paula, you've asked the group, do you think my mushroom buddies would know anything? Yama, you're asking to suss out something about nature. What in particular are you trying to...
Maybe if it's more dead in one area, if there's a direction we could head, if it looks like maybe they're lacking some water and we could just water them.
Yeah, give me a nature check.
Ooh, 18 for an 18.
You notice that the death and decay of this kind of patch around you extends out a little bit into the forest surrounding you, but then kind of seems to stop. So it seems to be the corruption has kind of emanated from this place. And it seems to be... It's odd, right? It seems there's some sort of blight, but not necessarily one that has killed everything, but is in sort of the process of corrupting everything. Perhaps something leaching into the soil or into the very figment of the nature itself from within this circle.
Well, can I try and kickstart that circle by pumping magic into it? I want to try and just bamf out the Stormlord blade and just jam it into the ground where I'm standing.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
That's a 19.
So the Stormlord's blade appears in your hand. You drive it into the earth, and sort of crackles of lightning earth themselves around you. And it seems to have little effect. But you get a feel what's pushing back at you is some kind of Feywild magic. There's some sort of corruption seeping through from the Feywild, which is perhaps on the other side of what is this portal that you can't seem to open. But some sort of background radiation perhaps is leaching through to this side and causing this kind of destruction.
Is it Feywild, or would it be more Shadowfen sort of corruption because I am shadow touched?
It is Feywild in nature. Okay. So it's like the Feywild is like the ultimate in life and vibrancy and so on, and the Shadowfell is like the ultimate in undeath and shadow and necromancy. This is still life, but it's like the ultimate form of life, like mold is, like decay is. Bones and corpses are necromantic in nature. They kind of stop decaying. They halt decay. This is like the ultimate form of decay. It's sort of like a corrupted version of life.
We do know that the Sylvan Forest on the other side was also taking a turn for the unhealthy, right? Perhaps it's just a little more obvious on this side.
Bleeding out into our plane.
Yeah, I definitely don't know anything about magic. You're the magic user, Son, but...
Yeah.
maybe we can't fix this side without first getting rid of the hags and getting it back into the hands of the original. I don't
No,
know.
we can't defeat the hags because we followed this stupid bird, and we are on the wrong plane of existence now.
Hey. Now, come on. All right. I don't really see what I did wrong here other than partied with some dope-ass mushroom people. Okay. It was a good idea, and I still believe it's a good idea, and so do my buddies. What do you reckon, buddies? And I talk to my buddies.
They go, whoa, what a trip, where are we?
I have no idea. But, like, you know, do you guys ever get lost and then you need to, like, come back home? Do you know how to do that?
Oh, no, everywhere we go is an adventure.
Damn right it is.
Where did all our friends go that were singing?
I don't know. That's what we need to get back to, and then we can do it again.
Give me perception checks, all of you.
Percepciones. Oh, damn it.
Dirty 20.
23.
You notice, Sorn, with a 23, and I think Paula, you notice this as well, on the ground, sort of in the center of this ring, is sort of like carved out of wood, is almost like a little toy soldier, like a children's toy.
Is it a little bit charred on the edges from my Stormblade?
Yeah, probably. You probably like cracked it through slightly. The wood is split a little bit.
Oh, oops. Okay. Do I notice anything, like, does this feel like it might be cursed in any way, or is there anything that with my knowledge of the different magics that I have?
Sure. Excellent question, and I'm not even going to get you to roll, because I think you're on the right track there, but you kind of look down at it, and you maybe look a little bit closer. It's not cursed, per se. You definitely think that there was something about this wood, once upon a time, that was deeply magical.
Well, I...
You don't feel like a malevolence or anything like that coming off this little wooden figure. It just looks like a poorly carved toy soldier that you would give to a kid or something.
I want to try and cast some divine magic on it.
Mm-hmm.
Some divination. I'm just going to like pump a guidance into it and see if anything happens.
Okay. Give me a religion check. Hells yeah.
Yeah, 21.
Plus your guidance, so...
Yeah, slash D4.
Yeah. You think that while not divine in nature, this wood was definitely spiritual or had a deep connection to nature at one point. It's almost like you get a feel, you almost get you're being the apprentice to the Lord of Dreams. This is like if you listen to an acorn and it dreams of being a tree. Like this toy soldier dreams of when it once was a tree.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at everyone and say maybe we should seek out a druid. They might know more of this type of magic.
Sure.
I don't know where we're going to do that.
Well, perhaps Captain could take a look around again.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I'll fly up. I'll fly up and have a little squeeze at the area around us.
Yeah. So you shoot up through the canopy. You sort of fly up. You see that you're on sort of a forested island, effectively. From this vantage point, you don't see any docks or ports or even ships. It's just sort of there's forest kind of leading to the edge, and it kind of peters out to the sand. and then just sort of water in every direction.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well, I can't see shit.
Okay.
I guess we go for a bit of an adventure. There wasn't like any smoke, like smoke pillars up in the sky or anything like that.
No.
Well. Um.
I mean, well, I reckon we just scope out the island. That's probably the best bet we've got for now.
Now, have you left that
Yeah.
toy soldier on the ground, by the way?
No, I'm holding it still.
I think we should take it with us.
Yeah, seeing as
Yeah.
it's Sean's fault, Sean will have to get us out of it.
I'm just gonna banish that bird. I am
Banish
going.
me back to the Fey realm.
I am going to leave some. Wait. I'm gonna ask Paulie, how large does this island look from up there?
Not too big.
Yeah,
right?
it's not too big. It's and there's no sort of great mountains or anything like that you could see. It stretches out. I don't know feet wise, but you're on clearly sort of one of the smaller islands that are uninhabited or don't have a settlement on them in the Aurora.
Ultimately, from where we're standing, would it be more than 1,000 feet in any direction?
Probably
The
not.
size of the
Yeah,
island.
we'll
All
say
right,
it's the
sweet.
same.
I'm gonna leave something behind. I'm going to leave.
Oh, so you can find it later?
Exactly.
Great.
I'm going to just. Oh, I need something non-edible. All right, I'm gonna take out one of my black candles and I'm just gonna like bury it, like just next to the fairy ring.
Yeah.
Just so I can locate it later, so we can come back. And then I'm just gonna start making my way away from the bird with the toy soldier in my hand.
Okay. You start making your way out of the sort of forest clearing, just walking in any direction, and start sort of crunching on the forest floor. You know, the sort of dry, dead leaves crackling under your boots. What's everyone's passive perception?
My passive
15.
14.
18.
Okay. Paulie, you aren't surprised as around you all... I'm just going to move you back because I don't have a second map for this. As around you all, the trees or the shrubs start coming to life.
Right.
Ooh.
Paulie, you see this sort of before everyone else, so you're not caught off guard.
Alright, whoa!
And slipping out from behind a tree is sort of a female figure.
Is it a fucking druid?
Oh, I hope so. Just the person we're looking for.
Covered in sort of greenery and gold. Her hands green.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Reaching out to you.
That's awesome.
And you, Paulie, you see her look at Sorn. And she
With
said,
like aggression?
oh yeah. And she says, she sort of points an accusatory finger at him. And,
Whoa, Sean, stop.
and she says, you hear a sort of hiss. Is something in Sylvan.
You speak Sylvan, Sean?
No.
Okay.
But then in the she you probably understand that it's some sort of curse word or something. And then in
She
common,
just insulted your mum.
she says,
Oh yeah. Do I notice her saying it now?
Well, let me finish what I say first.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and she says, "Show these villains the true meaning of revenge." as the shrubs all come alive. We're actually going to roll initiative, and you guys are surprised, apart from Paulie.
Okay.
Oh my god! Of course I roll a fucking nat 1. 8.
All right.
20.
8 for Paulie.
Ooh,
I'm rolling real good. And now that I've said it, all of my rolls are going to be shit, and we're gonna die.
Okay, cool. Well, let us begin. Sorn, you have the surprised condition, which means you can't take an action on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. Good news for you. Your turn ends. You can now start taking reactions.
Hell yeah.
As these shrubs start moving towards the group and rake you with their bristly branches very ineffectively. One of the small sort of twiggy trees stands up, holds its twig-like arm out to you, Yama, and sort of needles start spraying at you. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, just meets and beats.
You take 7 piercing damage.
Ouch. Ooh.
Yes?
Don't worry.
Okay. Paulie, one of the trees behind you uproots itself and starts kind of lumbering over to you. Oops. It tries to slam down at you with its sort of big bow. And ooh, it crits.
Oh god.
Oops, let's roll that as crit. 24 bludgeoning damage as it slams you with its tree trunk. Oh, with one of its branches. There you go. Now you can. Yama, you get your turn goes by. You now have access to reactions.
Cool.
As these other shrubberies come and start wailing on Sorn.
Great. Oh, if they're wailing on Sorn, can I take a reaction?
Yep, they're not within 5 feet of you, but that may not matter.
It's as long as Sorn is within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
I am going to. So basically, these huge wings just come out of Yama's back, like golden. I kind of imagine it's like his cape taking form, maybe. And anyway, I'm gonna grant him a +4 bonus to his AC.
Okay. Now, is this if the attack hits or just if he is attacked?
Oh, a very good question. Oh, you're right. If it's hit.
Okay. I believe a 7 does not hit Sorn, so you don't need to use your reaction on that one. You might need to on this one, though, as a large sort of mass of vines and greenery that looks like this sort of rises up out of the grass and moves to engulf Sorn.
It's a prophetic photo of Sorn there, trapped.
Yeah, but there'll be a lot of fire if it touches me.
First attack, 19 to hit.
Yep.
+4.
Okay.
Is that, wait, +4?
So you'll get a +4 to your AC. Does it still hit?
Not anymore.
All right.
Yay!
Second attack. How long does that +4 last?
It's only against that attack roll,
Okay.
sadly.
Still probably good though. Second attack is a 19 and does hit, but you take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god!
And because it didn't hit with both attacks, you are not engulfed by the shambling mound.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
But I am also just going to use my reaction.
Okay.
And Hellish Rebuke that at 2nd level. 14 fire damage.
Yep, so it makes a dex save. You'd be...
I believe so.
Okay, it definitely fails. So fire erupts from around you as it tries to kind of grab you and pull it into itself. And sort of fire leaps off you for 14 fire damage. You notice, though, however, that your fire is trying to burn very green. It's almost trying to burn a green compost heap. A soaking wet pile of leaves.
He is moist.
Yeah, so there's steam rising off it, but you think you're not doing as much damage as you would like to a plant-based creature.
Alright, I'm going to start using electricity-based attacks, because it's moist.
Moist.
Paulie, more shrubberies. 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Alright. And again. 5, I assume, does not hit. Now, Paulie, because you were unsurprised, I assume you were you were capable of pulling weapons out as you sort of sensed the threat. Everyone else is kind of caught a little bit flat-footed here.
Yep.
Describe to me what you have in your hands.
I probably actually have Talon and I actually no, I don't have weapons drawn.
Okay.
I don't think Paulie doesn't want to fight.
Okay.
Hands are up actually.
Yeah. The Dryad levels a bow at Sorn and releases. Actually, I think she releases an arrow at each of you. Yeah. No, actually, she's got a bow. She puts that back. She pulls forth a staff, and it levels it at Sorn, and vines fly out of it at you, Sorn. 14, I assume, does not hit though.
No.
Okay. You're, despite being flat-footed, you're able to kind of duck out of the way of that, and avoid being grappled. Hilarious that Paulie, that's not surprised, is so far down on the.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Roll a fucking 1.
It was like a whole opposite initiative. I've never rolled so well.
It is your turn.
Paulie's gonna be like, whoa, no, stop, Sorn, stop. She wants something you've got. You need to stop. And then Dryad lady, let's just calm down and talk about it. And I want to try and persuade her into being okay.
All right.
Maybe actually I'll even panache her first.
Oh.
Actually, no. Well, no, because I can't. No, she's hostile, so it doesn't matter. I want to charm her, but you know.
You haven't attacked her yet, though. You haven't done any damage.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
So you can make a charm check flat rather than with disadvantage.
Sure. 1 second. So on a 6, hostile creature has disadvantage. So we need to do a my persuasion check against her insight.
Okay.
Oh my god! That is
Wow.
fucking 30, boy. Okay, boys and
That's
ladies.
the best.
That's very good.
That's a
hers
30.
is nowhere near close. So
30
what do you
is like
say?
the best you can fucking do at that point, really, isn't it?
Well, if I
Like,
also got a natty 20, I would have, we would have come close, but
Yeah.
definitely not with your plus 10 persuasion and obviously a natty 20. What do you say, Paulie? What does a natty 20 look like here?
Whoa! Look, like, actually, you know what? We mean you no harm, man. Like some of my best pals are like, trees and shrubs, and I'm hoping, like, actually, because of the nat 30, the nat 20, both of the mushrooms, like, might actually talk and go, yeah, he's our buddy, like while he's dancing on me. And there's like, yeah, we mean no harm. We just came from the bloody Feywild. It was dope. We want to get back there. We left a friend there. That's all,
She sort of holds up a hand, and the branches and shrubs they don't pull back, but they sort of recede. They're no longer like actively attacking. And she says, "Why am I to believe mercenaries coming into this forest, spreading their corruption
we were hoping to fix the corruption. You know, we want to get back to the Feywild. We like, you know, if you know how to help fix it and we can help you, we'll do that.
You carry a piece of the corpse of Meadowleaf, and you bring it here as a trophy.
Who is Meadowleaf? Oh wait, no, my turn. Disregard.
Oh no, we're kind of out of combat now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
natty 20. I mean, this is every fight I put you guys up against. It seems just natty 20s all round to stop the fight for now.
Yeah, we're not fighters. We're lovers, not fighters.
Honestly, I genuinely, even at the start, I didn't want to fight them. Like that.
I was coming up with a pretty good plan to just fuck everything up. So.
Well, Sawn,
I would have done the same thing as Polly.
Sawn, I mean, your talks have worked in the past, but do you believe in Paulie's talks?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep an eye out and see what happens.
Yeah.
No, like, yeah, genuinely. Like, I mean, like, well, if that's the case, then we will happily, you know, give the corpse back. That's not a problem. You know, we mean no harm. We do not want to make enemies of dryads. No way in bloody hell.
Do you mean his stick? And Yama points to Son. Sorry, Polly's stick.
She levels her staff at Sawn to point at him.
Oh, the
Dawn,
toy.
what do you have on you?
Son holds up his scythe. This stick?
No,
She
she
says,
must.
The Granny of Night cut down Meadowleaf and used its corpse and its bones to make toys to enslave children.
Oh, this stick.
We've definitely heard about her.
You've
Weird.
opened the walls between worlds and let her darkness in here.
Was there a way to fix it?
Also, hang on a second. We just found this on the floor, right?
Yeah.
On this side of the fairy circle.
She sort of says something in Sylvan. The mounds kind of all shake. You know, the bushes kind of shake a bit, like leaves fall off and stuff, as if they're all kind of laughing at some kind of joke she's just made. In Sylvan, and she says, "You mortals are all the same, blind to the death around you of my people." And she kind of gestures to the whole glade.
How do we fix it?
You have to stop the Granny of Night.
And how do we? Where do we find this Granny of Night? We will stop her.
I'm
We just
assuming
need to
back on
get
the other
back to
side
the
of that
Fae.
fucking circle.
Yeah.
Can you help us get back across?
Can I heal the corruption here to get back?
If I were to show you another way back, how do I know that corruption does not follow you wherever you go and poison another world between walls, spreading her influence further?
I mean, I'll kill her. That's fine. Or she'll kill me. Like, it's a win-win for you. You don't seem to like me very much.
I'm also very happy to end the enslavement of children.
And she looks at you, Yama, and says, "Your Grace."
Ooh.
Oh, you can see this here.
Of course.
Well, if it means anything to you, I would swear on this crown that we had already intended to pay this granny a visit and end her enslavement of children, of making toys. The death of this tree is news to us, though I would not wish harm on anybody.
She walks over to you, and kind of where she walks, you can see the ground sort of at her feet sort of life kind of comes back into the grass at her feet. But then, like, as she steps off it, like, it kind of fades and starts to dry out again.
That's so cool.
And she holds her hand out, palm up to you, and says, oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I lost my thing here. What can you keep after giving it to someone?
Your word.
Your word. Yeah.
And she sort of takes your hand, puts it in hers, then puts her other hand on top of it, and says, "What can you break, even if you never pick it up or touch it?"
Your
A
word.
Promise.
Promise.
Um,
I like these.
and the more of this there is, the less you see. What is it?
Darkness.
You have given me your word. You have given me your promise. Break it, and that is where you'll find yourself.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well,
And she
my
looks
word
at
is
she looks
freely
at Sorn,
given.
and says,
Someone's just like, I like the duck.
and says, "Yes, you are. This one is already shrouded in broken words and broken promises."
Oof.
Yeah,
Kisses
well.
you.
Yeah, well, she couldn't get dead. Thorn just scowls at her. He doesn't like her at all. He's gonna toss the doll back into the ring.
Yeah.
No.
One of the shrubs catches it and then like lays it reverently down in the circle.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I'm gonna make my way back over and grab my candle back out of the ground. Give me my fucking candle back.
All right.
Well, my word is freely given. Lead on, and we will head back across to the Fae.
She says, if you can find the sorry, I just gotta find his name now. Yeah, I was again. This is catching up to me now. I ruined Katie's combat, and now you've all ruined mine. Thank you for that.
Yep. I did it last time as well with the unicorn horn.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we all messed up by not seducing the slackjaw.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. This is true.
She says, I will help you go back. The cost is not nothing. Find Grandfather Tree, or find find the lost children. Bring them together and stop the Granny of Night for enslaving these children, keeping them there. Send them home to those that love them. And she kind of walks over to the ring of mushrooms and starts walking around it, and sort of saying something in Sylvan. You pick up sort of the odd word here and there that seems to be a name, and it's sort of this sort of sing-song melody. And as she kind of walks around it, the mushrooms start to sort of come back to life, and you hear the names. Oh, the names that kind of stand out to you that could be names are Elkhorn, Little Oak, Hither, Yon, Skull, and she the sort of the grass inside the ring starts to turn green again, and the mushrooms kind of turn back to being sort of red and purple and vibrant, but not sort of a sickly color anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask her, can she write down that incantation for me, please?
She looks at you and says, "You would have me commit my power down with the blood of my cousins onto the skin of my sisters."
Oh no, you can write it on my arm. Using...
Do you have a permanent marker?
I actually think I do have ink. I think I've got a
just holds
magical
out a
ink.
knife.
Yeah. Carve it into me.
She just stares at you with her sort of full green eyes, just face implacable, just staring at you.
Hmm.
You are one of many words, but this magic is not words. There is a deeper magic than you perhaps will ever understand.
Oh, I know. Hey. My blood is magical. My dreams are magical.
Your magic is of thought. Your magic is of light and lightning. It is
And darkness. And fire.
what I see in you is a haste, is a quickness to your magic that will light up the skies, but for only an instant, and then will wicker away and be forgotten. This magic is older than time itself, before the moon was in the sky. You are not ready to slow down to access this. And she kind of holds out her hand, and one of the big trees sort of pops down and puts like an acorn, like a acorn in her hand. She breathes in it, and sort of little sproutlings start to come out of it, and she sort of places it reverently in the earth. Your magic is destruction. And
Hell yeah, it is.
Go now.
You just digging a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know.
Alright, Yama's gonna put his sword up and say the words and turn in a circle.
What words do you say? And which direction do you move?
So 3 turns Widdershins and off we go. And maybe he goes the other direction. Left.
Yama blinks away.
Well, Miss Dryad Lady, it was a pleasure, and Paulie does a very big bow. She's still charmed by me.
Mm-hmm.
Still charmed by me. And,
Aren't we all?
Of course. Of course. Okay, it was an absolute pleasure, and I will make sure that we hold those words because it is important. And I hope we see you soon.
She just kind of like blinks slowly at you.
Yeah, and I'll do the same thing.
Alright. So
3 turns Widdershins and away.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but right at the last second, before, because I've done this before, I think I've got sort of a gauge on the timing of when I'm gonna bamf out.
Sure.
Like right before, as I'm walking over, Sorn reaches up his sleeve and he's gonna pull out a nightmare crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna do the same thing, and at the last second, he's gonna drop the crystal so that lands where he disappears from.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And leave a crystal there.
Alright. You disappear. You've dropped the crystal. You see it sort of falling as you are all of a sudden back in the uncorrupted part of the forests of Prismia. But you look around, you're in a different circle than the one you left. Your companions are not around you. Whilst there's mushrooms around you, they're not currently singing.
Well then. Do I have any idea what has happened?
Let's just throw the bird in the air.
You look above Yama's head. You can see the crown again. Yama, when you enter this place, you will all of a sudden start to feel that longing and loss again.
Okay.
I feel it too, don't I?
No, you don't, Paulie.
No longing and loss.
Nope.
I thought I was missing something too.
You are, but you're not feeling
That's
the
right.
longing like Yama is.
In this area, yes, that's right. Sorry, yep.
And Sorn just feels nothing.
All right, that
Sorn
was
does,
fun.
Actually, Sorn does not feel nothing. Sorn, you, as you re-enter this place, you feel almost like a leaden weight is in your bones.
Ah, yep.
You feel it is an effort to, sort of remain upright, even.
Alright, so how many points of exhaustion do I...
You're gonna take 1 level of exhaustion right now.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Paulie
Damn.
is having an absolute blast again. So he's like, "Hey, mushroom buddies, what do we say again? Widdershins what?" And then like gets to start ready to do it.
My God.
Is anyone going to stop me? No, because I'll do it.
you can go back. We're not going to follow you.
Wait, you're not even
Yeah,
going to stop me?
No, I think Yama's just gonna give you like a withering glare, and he's gonna step out of the circle and maybe try and like turn in a very slow circle and like feel within himself to see if there's any difference with the sense of longing and sadness. Maybe that he feels a pull in a direction or anything like that.
Give me an insight check.
Inside is pretty good. Come on. Oh, 24!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can feel a pull over to the west. Well, also, like, I guess you don't know which way is west currently, but you feel a pull in a certain direction. That sort of feels a little bit... That longing feels closer, like... You know, almost within your grasp kind of thing. It's very slight. You think you're very far away from what you're after.
Okay.
But you kind of get a bit of a sense of direction in where your lost thing may be.
Alright, well, maybe Yama will say then, I have a very selfish request. Since we've entered this place, I felt this severe feeling of loss and like something is missing. And it's only as we stepped back through this fairy portal that I can again feel it. And it is quite gently tugging me in this direction. Would you all, since we do not know where we are, suffer this old fool's selfish request and perhaps we can start in this direction?
Paulie stops midway through the second turn and goes, "Oh, okay, sure thing, shiny man," and then just like tings Yama's like gold armor.
He's like the Tin Man.
Yes. Does it make a good noise when I ting it?
I feel like it makes like a gong noise, you know? Like it's a bit like deeper than you expected.
Sorn will yawn. Like, I'm really tired all of a sudden. So there's that, but yeah, sure, why not? I need to find someone that can restore me. Or have a sleep.
Well, what do you mean? What's...
We just slept.
Yeah, I just feel it's coming back. Really exhausted. Don't know
why. Are you exhausted? You didn't even do anything.
Look, I don't
literally
know.
Nothing. You just.
I mean, I
enjoyed the
literally
triad more.
did. I did light a bush on fire. To be fair.
One and done, Sorn, yeah, that's what they say.
It's got to be done sometimes. I'm going through my list of spells, and do I have any inkling as to why I am exhausted?
Give me an Arcana check.
Come on.
18.
All right, on an 18, yeah, you're fairly certain it's because you made a promise to a hag in the Feywild
And then left.
and then welched on that promise.
Does it feel like it is cursed energy?
It's not like a curse has been laid upon you. She has not cast a curse upon you. It's like you have frayed at the fabric of the weave. Like you have pulled some strings too tight and they have snapped, and part of you is kind of untethered. It goes deeper than just a curse or a magical effect.
Yeah. So I can't do anything. I don't have a
Shit.
spell that can fix this.
You don't think so.
Yeah.
I would say, though, that if you wanted to temporarily allay those effects, perhaps a remove curse would kind of remove the symptoms for a while, but it's not going to remove the underlying problem.
Yeah, the exhaustion, the only way I can do it is with a restoration or a sleep.
Well, I'll say, like, if you were to say, like, oh, I want to use remove curse, my remove curse spell, you think, with an 18, you think, like, you'd buy yourself some time unexhausted, right? But the underlying problem is still there and it's going to keep occurring.
Yeah. Well, knowing that, I'm just gonna hold off because I don't know how much time I could buy myself.
Yeah, not.
So
not an 18.
I will hold off until it gets to a point where I would need to potentially be at the top of my game.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep, and being exhausted, I got to bamf out my scythe and use it as a walking stick to prop myself up.
Very good.
You can always ride your mount thingy.
Nah, I can only bring that dude out once a day, so
Ah, okay.
yeah, I'm gonna save him.
How long does he last, though?
Was it indefinite?
I know the Paladin one, Find Steed, is indefinite. I'm not sure if, like, Phantasmal Steed is maybe different.
Where's my giant frog?
No,
Back with the gold guy.
or with Dianna and Lotte.
Yes, true.
Where are they again?
Back at the other fairy circle.
You think you've been sent back, but not to the same fairy circle you left.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's indefinite.
Yep.
But no one else has a steed, so
Maybe we should go get Dianna and Lotte before they die in the Sylvan Forest, and then we'll go to your thing.
Yeah, I am honestly do not mind. I could even go off alone later, but
No,
you're right.
we'll go with you. We should go get our friends though first.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Our friends should definitely come first. Do you think maybe you could go get us a sense of direction?
Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Up and away.
No,
Alright.
it's like Astro Boy.
You soar up into the sky, Paulie. Give me a perception check while you're up there.
We're literally using you like they did in the D&D movie as just the guy that flies.
Yep, 16.
16. You get a bit of a beat.
What is his name? His name was Jonathan?
Jonathan!
I just feel like he'd really understand my plan, my backstory. So yeah, you get up in the sky, you have a look around. On a 16, you see like a number of clearings, but you don't see any particular landmarks that you recognize from here. Perhaps you're at the wrong angle.
Right.
You do get a bit of a sense that like there's sort of a mountain off in one direction. You do spot what appears to be a lot closer now, sort of a large something moving through the trees, sort of like shaking the canopy slightly as it moves. But yeah, you don't see much else.
There was a large tree shaking the canopy, you said, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be the little oak?
That's what I think it is. Maybe we should go there and then go west, because like I'll come back down. I'll explain and I'll explain there what I saw. What direction was Little Oak?
Um,
I believe it was
sort of like,
north.
yeah, like
North.
that-ish direction.
Quite a ways north of where we started.
But it didn't look too far away, did it? Is that what you said?
I mean, it's probably a couple of hours trek through the
Yeah,
forest.
Hmm.
I
Couple of
think we
hours is
should
not too
go.
bad.
Yeah, I think we should go there. I
Do you
fly back
think-
down. Explain what I see, because I'm gonna guess that your longing thing has something to do with this hag lady.
Well, I was told that I needed to find a sylvan forest,
Mhm.
and here we are. I believe we were told something about. Oh, perhaps that was Slackjaw, the mistress who forgets the first creature she sees upon waking.
That was the one we want to go see. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's the other hag. That's the hag sister we need to go see.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess it's similar to like Cloppington's thingy, where it's at the hag's house. So maybe we should go find this tree thingy first,
Mm.
and then we go there.
well, absolutely. I think it's a really good landmark that maybe.
And I have no idea where Dianna and Lotte are, so I'm just hoping Kairu finds them.
Well, hopefully they would also head towards the nearest large landmark.
Yeah, but they're very squishy.
They also have been in the Fey realm while we were back in Aurora, and
But-
time is a little bit timey-wimey. So
Well,
I
I
can't remember which
definitely-
way it goes, but they could have been here. It could have been weeks for them, or it could have been seconds.
Well, I really friggin' hope not, but at least Lot is a cleric and she could keep the party together, I guess.
Yeah, I could try something.
What would you try?
Well, I gave Cloppington my coat, so I could see if I can locate her with my coat.
Oh, yeah, do it.
But if Little Oak is much closer than where we were now, I don't think it would work. That's the downside. I'm not sure it would work.
Does it cost you anything to try?
Well, I can only do it once.
Once ever?
Yes.
Ah.
It
That is-
this- I shake the scroll.
Let's let's go to Little Oak first, and then we'll go
Yeah.
see if we can find them.
Cool.
All right.
Yama's gonna take the lead.
All right. Okay.
Paulie will have be behind Sorn and squish Sorn in like a sandwich.
A lovey-dovey sandwich.
All right. Let's.
I swear that's Talon poking into you, Sorn.
And Storm will inflict wounds on Paulie. Oh yeah,
We are so far away.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I even had
We
to
were
zoom
over
out to
here.
find me.
Yep.
It's also.
Oh, we
it
didn't get to go to
appears
that pool thing. I really wanted to go to that pool.
Wait, does it? Is the map just dark, or does it actually appear to be?
Well, I've just restricted your vision because you can't see miles ahead of you.
True.
Okay.
I can't
I
see
was going to
anything.
say, does it appear to be nighttime now because we've been gone for a while?
Let me see if I can adjust this slightly. Can I?
I'm just by myself.
I'm right next to you.
Let me draw a light
No,
source. Can you see that?
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I can see you guys.
No, it's daytime.
Yes.
We're good. Nighttime? Daytime.
There you go. You see
Alrighty.
that around you. And I think you've been there, and you've been there. Cool. You head off. You set forth into the
Yeah.
woods.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Sticking close together, you make your way through the forest. I need who's taking the lead here? Who's in front?
That was me.
Yep. Q, roll a d20 for me, please, seeing as we don't have Josh here to attack you.
Oh no, a 2.
All right. There we go. Okay. You come across a bit of a clearing as you're making your way. It's been a couple of hours as you're making your way through here, and yeah, you woke up. It was breakfast. You're having a great old time, and now it's feels like it's kind of lunchtime. Just internally though, the sky has not changed since you've been here. And you come across, you can kind of hear it before you see it. Sort of little voices chatting with each other.
I think Yama's gonna drop to the ground and kind of gesture to Polly to come forward because Yama's so shiny and loud.
And Polly
But
gets
can we just like listen out?
Yeah, we just stopped then. Yeah, let's stop.
Yep. Give me your perception checks. These are sort of quiet, small, high-pitched voices.
Can I also
19.
cast my detect thoughts?
Oh, that's a great idea. I can do that too. Hey.
All right.
Do you have to see them?
You can
Yeah.
cast detect thoughts. Yeah. What does that do, Sean?
Detect thoughts allows you to detect the thoughts of any creature with intelligence of 3 or higher, within 30 feet of you.
Okay. I think as you inch a bit closer, I don't know if they're 30 feet.
All you hear is Paulie's thoughts.
Yeah, you hear
All it
Paulie
is
and
is
Yama's.
meow 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 meow. I know you can read my thoughts, boy.
Very good.
Hated it.
On a 19, Paulie, you hear one of the voices goes, "No, you're wrong. It's obviously a slice of cake made for a treant." And the other one, another little voice goes, "You're silly. It's obviously an exercise bench for mice."
What was the first one? Sorry.
A slice of cake for a treant.
Oh, okay.
And then you hear a sort of a third voice go, "You're both wrong. I've seen one of these before. This is a troll's toothpick."
Can I see what they've got? Can I see them?
You can hear this, but you can't quite see it yet.
Can we just move can I be a bit sneaky? I'll just tell like Yama and Sawn to wait, and I'll go be a bit sneaky and see if I can see him further.
As Paulie says he's going to be sneaky, I'm just going to touch him and he turns invisible.
All right, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh my god! Well, thank God you gave me advantage. 25.
Yep, and you are literally invisible as well.
Well, lucky you did, yeah. So you sort of make your way silently into a glade kind of area. It's not a full-on like open area, but there's sort of a little bit of a parting, and you see what appears to be almost like a picnic blanket's been laid out, and there are 3 creatures sitting on these tiny little cushions, with a tiny little table made out of like a cork. And as you get closer, you see that they're on that is a tiny little teapot with these even tinier little teacups, and they're sitting around drinking tea. These little pixies, and next to them on the ground, right next to the picnic blanket, is sort of a doorstop, like a wedge of wood.
Okay. I'm gonna go in. Oh, wait, I'm invisible, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
How long
Can-
does
do
it
I
last?
do I know how to break invisibility or no? I don't. I probably don't even know I'm invisible.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how to break it.
All right.
And it lasts an hour.
Okay.
I can drop it.
Then all they're gonna hear is Paulie going up and just try to plonk next to them and go, no, 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 no. This is a fine aged dryad wedge of cheese.
And
I'm gonna look at Yama and say, "My God, he's an idiot."
the three pixies go, ah! And then they're like, oh, are you a spirit of the forest?
Oh. What?
A dryad aged cheese. Wow. No, and then one of them's like, don't listen. What would spirits know? They're dead. If they were smart, they wouldn't be dead. And spirits. It's clearly a slice of cake made for a Tran. You're close, spirit, but not close enough. I know these things. I've been around the forest.
Well, have you tried taking a bite out of it?
You're silly. No, that's for trees.
Yeah, and the beauty of that, like, it is like then you can experience what the trees do and what they like.
Who wants to experience what trees do? They sit there all day. That's silly. And then like,
So if you
know,
haven't
sips her little
tried it,
teacup.
if you haven't tried it, then how do you know?
I stayed still for a whole hour once, and it was boring.
It would be boring, but remember, trees don't always sit still for that long either. They're always swaying around.
I heard if you were to like listen to a tree really sped up, you would hear them growing.
Really?
I'm just gonna drop his invisibility.
Like mid flasks.
Yeah, yeah, mid conversation, like.
And they'll ah, and then like sort of flutter away a little bit, and then go, Mr. Spirit, you're a bird now.
I can do that.
Oh wow, that's fun. What else can you be?
Let me try this again. Nothing.
Darkness.
What? Oh, wait, you didn't cast darkness?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast darkness on you.
Amazing. Okay.
Just on him?
Around that area,
all
or
of them?
The whole area.
perfect?
Like
Amazing.
I'm gonna put an
Yes,
inky black
great.
orb around everything.
All right, Paulie is going to try and run away and then swap places with Yama.
All right.
Wait, what? You want me to go out here?
Yes.
They go, oh no, Spirit, you turned out the lights. And then yeah, there's the whoosh of feathers and the clank 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 of Yama's armor.
And Sorn's will just come over as well and be standing behind Yama.
Well, Paulie's disappeared. Right,
Yeah.
that was the fun part. Absolutely, he's
So
like
you,
in a
like-
tree.
Run over here, whisper to me. I run in, going to play with the game.
Yep.
And I'm like, and it's still dark.
It's still dark. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's still
wander
dark.
in. In fact, give me a dexterity saving throw.
In the darkness.
Because you're in the
no.
darkness.
I'm so not dexterous. Oh, that's 12.
12. Let's see.
-1 dexterity. He's the old man with the bung knee.
And gold armor.
You hear the
Yeah.
slightest of crunches underfoot.
Oh, you're
No!
kidding me.
No!
At the
And
sound
you-
of the cry.
Yeah, you hear this. You hear a slight crack sound. Of
Okay, no,
porcelain.
Holy, what have you done?
Oh,
Porcelain.
Oh,
Okay,
porcelain.
I thought he'd crushed one of the pigs.
Yeah, I thought you'd made me kill a pixie.
I would have been very sad about that.
Me
As
too,
once
don't you worry.
Once we're all in position, I'll drop the darkness, but I'm standing behind the pixie that's like at the top.
And Yama was like about to go, here I am, but he's probably, as the darkness drops, just lifting his foot and looking underneath it instead.
As you drop the darkness, you don't see the pixies at all.
Well,
no.
I think I ruined their tea set, Son.
Yeah, you lift up your foot, and there's a you haven't like destroyed it, but like you've certainly like cracked their teapot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick up the teapot.
Can you
and
mend
maybe...
it? Mend it!
Well, you know, there's that cute Japanese like kintsugi where they like glue it back together. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yama's just gonna like dry it off a little bit and take it. But there's no pixies around, right?
No. Well, let's try fix it. So, let's wait. Was there like a fire or anything around here or anything like that?
Well,
No
who
fire.
who were you talking to?
They were cute little
Polly.
pixie guys. They were having a nice little tea party. I thought you'd enjoy it.
Well, I certainly heard the voices, but I don't see anyone now.
Alright, Paulie comes back down from the tree.
You feel something land on your shoulder, Paulie.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear, "Spirit, be careful. There's a big metal man, and he broke the teapot. And there's a scary elf man,
Okay, so my son's still on the tree.
made of shadow." Like, as you're kind of dropping down out of the tree, you feel this, like, something light on your shoulder.
Thank you.
And then you feel something, like, another one, a light on your other shoulder.
Yeah.
They're trying to
So
steal
cute.
they're trying to steal the dryad cheese.
No, not the dryad cheese.
Son's gonna pick it up and be like, "This is a doorstop." Just say it out loud.
Not the dryad cheese. Well,
We should get him. We should stop him from taking the cheese, and we'll pow him with pixie dust, and you pick
my
up the
God.
cheese and we'll run,
Guys,
and we'll take
guys,
it to the
guys.
dryads.
okay, I'm going to knowingly look at both Sorn and Yama, and then do like one of those big cheesy winks, and I want you to go and like basically like go along with this, okay?
While
Alright,
Yama's still
so-
holding this broken teapot.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm a powerful spirit, and I will save the cheese, and then we'll go fix the porcelain. All right, and then I'm gonna like flourish down to like a big, like flutter of my wings and go, villains.
Oh.
Talon out.
Yep.
He's like, you got it. I'm a powerful, strong bird spirit, and now you're gonna face the wrath of me and my pixie friends.
And Yama's gonna go, no!
Yeah.
And Son's gonna be like, "Oh God,
As
here we go."
as you're you've pulled your sword out and like the wings are out to be as big as you can. You see like little dancing lights start appearing around you to kind of like add effect, like little different colored little strobe lights are kind of blinking in and out. I think
Alright,
we got him scared.
Okay, well, they haven't seen anything yet, and then I'm going to like flourish, and I'm gonna like try and stab Yama through like the armpit, do one of those bad boys. Like, through, like, just like right through there, so the sword goes right through, and go, ha ha!
Give me a
And
Take that, villain!
yeah. Give me I want to say a performance or a deception check with advantage here. If Yama's
Okay.
helping you, if Yama's
yeah,
playing.
Yama's definitely helping. He's like, oh no!
Oh, 15.
And then so how does that look, Yama? Like, do you collapse? Like, what kind of show are you putting on?
Well, I kind of want to actually like, oh no, and he like kind of, like turns stiffly and goes to run away, but then he's going to trip dramatically and fall. But like he's still like cradling this teapot, so he falls, but he's just like
At this happening, Son's gonna be like, "Ugh." I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on myself and make it look like I'm on fire, but like purpley black flames. Be like, "You will not have this cheese wedge."
How big is the area of effect of fairy fire?
It is a 20-foot
feet.
cube.
Centered on you? You're doing this
Centered on me, everything around me for 20 feet.
Okay.
No.
And then,
Is it gonna burn things? Or is this just
No.
like a...
No.
What's the DC?
17.
So it's,
Anything invisible within 20 feet of me is now visible.
and you said it was 16 is the saving throw?
17.
Oh, 17. Two of the pixies are outlined by this fairy fire. Paulie and Yama probably have to make it too.
Sorry, what were we doing?
So
Dex save.
the fairy
Dex save?
fire starts coming down. It's just like it's almost like a bunch of lights that kind of settle down on everything,
14.
so they reveal invisible things.
14.
14.
Sorry,
yes.
it was a dex save?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably at disadvantage for Yama because he's on the ground.
Okay. I have a +1 to my saves, but I rolled a 3, so
Yeah.
I got a 4.
So yeah, Paulie,
I'm
you are
extra
covered in
shiny.
these sort of lights. What are the fairy fire lights look like? Is it flames? Is it like black light?
Mine is like a dark purple flame.
So two of the pixies are kind of outlined. One of them that's on Sawn's shoulder. Oh, sorry, Paulie's shoulder. And then you notice that one of them's kind of buzzing around next to you as well. And it says in its little voice, "Look out! Look out, tree spirit! He's using evil magics!" And then the one that's sort of outlined next to you, Sawn, I'm gonna need you to make a spell save for me here. I just need to work out what the I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep. Is this a spell?
Yeah.
How far do I want to go with this? Because I could just counterspell it. Because I can see it outlined next to me.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can see that you can feel that there's like a magical charge up from this creature outlined next to you.
Mhm.
You can't see the creature, so you can't like see its hands. You can't see what it's casting, I think, but you definitely know a spell is coming.
Yeah, I'm just going to cast counterspell.
All right. What does counterspell do against a 4th level spell?
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Well, no, I can't cast 4th level spells, so I'm not going to. My counterspell does nothing.
Does a 3rd level though? Do you have to make an Arcana check or something to kind of?
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a 3rd level or lower, the spell fails at if it's casting 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so I need to roll at least 14 charisma. Well, that's an 11.
Okay. You attempt to counterspell, so you burn that spell slot.
Yep.
And then, as you sort of wave your hand to try and remove it, you feel that the pressure of this spell overcome you. And you are, all of a sudden, Sawn becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. His pointy ears become wider. And he develops a big sort of piggy snout. And then there is a little teacup pig sitting on the ground where Sawn was.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
But I am still, for all intents and purposes, like, my mind is me, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Alright, so everyone hears in their minds, what the hell, man?
And
I
then if you
don't
hear in
think
my
they
mind,
do actually, because you lose your class features and your race features.
if you were listening to my thoughts, all you'd hear is, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's put him in the teacup! Actually, no, I said that out loud. I'm very excited now. Yes. Guys, like a good job, Pixie friend. We've defeated the villains.
Here we go. Da-da-da-da. And the pixie that sort of cast the spell is like, yay, and like the other one comes out from invisibility behind you, Paulie, and says, oh my god, he's so cute.
He's adorable. Now, I'm gonna let you guys on a little secret.
Oh, we love secrets.
See that one over there, and then a little teacup pig over there. They are actually friends of ours, and they're not that bad. But let's keep the little teacup pig like that for a bit longer because it's really adorable.
Oh, yeah. And one of them goes, "What's your name, Spirit?"
My name's Paulie. What's yours?
I'm Spider Lily.
Hello, Spider Lily.
That's Cowslip. And this is Maypole.
Hi, Maypole. Hi, Cowslip.
Hi, Paulie. Wow, you were such a brave spirit. I thought you were all like, "Ooh, I can't do anything because I'm a spirit." And then, wow, you're a bird now.
Yeah, and that over there is Yama. Yama, you can say hi now.
Yama's just like, he gets up slowly and he's like, "Oh, hi guys, I'm
They buzz
Yama."
away a little bit uncertainly, but they don't turn invisible again.
Well, he's still like on his knee and he kind of like prefers the teapot. He's like, "I am so sorry that I've broken your teapot, but I swear I can fix it."
Is Dylan still there? Or is he just gone AFK now that he's a pig?
No,
I think he's got
bathroom. I'm back.
Okay. What's Teacup Pig Sorn doing during this time?
Biting Paulie's ankle.
Just headbutting the inside of this teacup. Let me out.
Yeah, that's right. No, you are absolutely in a teapot. You are. We have put
Well,
you in the
I think
teapot.
these teacups are too small for this teacup pig.
Okay.
Right, because these
Yummy.
are Pixie-sized teacups.
Okay, yummy.
Definitely
You must,
headbutting Paulie.
you must have a teapot, like a teacup, big enough for him right now.
Can I headbutt Paulie hard enough that I do damage to myself?
I don't think so.
Damn. Dan knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Because you can see your new character sheet, can't you?
No. I know what
Oh.
polymorph does.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Yama's gonna start making a fresh pot of tea for everybody. Since he's
I'm
leaked
definitely
the
gonna-
tea.
I'm gonna
everywhere.
yoink one of those teacups, and then put Thorn in it. Very important that I do that.
Well, I guess that can be your teacup, Polly.
Maypole, look how cute he look how cute
look,
Thorn is. This is Thorn, by the way.
I heard that in the mortal world, some people sit in teacups and ride around, and they like ride around and around in circles and spin around.
They do.
And then the three pixies kind of get around the teacup and go,
Start spinning it.
"We're going
my
for a
God.
ride, little pig!" And then like they start spinning the teacup with someone inside it.
Amazing.
I remember all of this when this ends, don't I?
Oh yeah. You're fully conscious now. I mean, you can
Yeah.
you can still do things. Yeah, it's
Can I try and spin the teacup? Like, is it a saucer as well?
does Yama have
I-
saucers or just teacups?
No, Yama's got those like the Japanese clay like without
Perfect,
the
that's
handle.
That's fine. I'm gonna try and spin. I'm gonna try and spin the teacup with the pixies and the teacup pig on my finger, like my index finger.
Okay.
You
Do you
didn't
want me
make
to roll something for that?
Give me a performance check.
it. Come on, that one.
I feel like that's acrobatics. Let's be honest here.
Okay, sure. Dunk Master Paulie here.
Yep, 25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, so you lift it up. It's got a bit of heft to it with a sawn pig in it.
Yeah.
I mean, so like you're small, but you sit over the edge, right? Like you can kind of see up and out, but you're kind of spinning around in Paulie's atop Paulie's finger. Atop.
Can I try and jump out?
Are the pixies in
Head
there too?
first.
I'm hoping the pixies are in there as well. That's what I'm hoping.
Give me an acrobatics check, Sawn.
All right.
Can I contest this by trying to catch him as he falls?
That's a 19.
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw from Paulie.
Damn it,
We're gonna
15.
lose.
Yeah, no.
15.
He leaps out. You can be wherever you want to be, on Paulie or on the ground, Sawn. You make it out easily.
I just wanted to aim for the ground head first and try and take some damage.
Let me see.
It's not that big of a fall. I remember.
Yeah, but I'm also a small pig.
I'm 5 foot tall.
It's
I'm a
10
tiny
foot
teacup
relative
pig, so
height.
it's yeah,
Yeah,
relative height.
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh, we're getting there. Alright, we're getting there. Can I run full speed at this tree over here?
Can I stop him?
Yeah, alright. Athletics check versus acrobatics.
Am I acrobatics?
Yeah.
God damn it.
19.
Come on, Piggy.
Nope. You're swept up in the loving embrace of your captain's arms.
He's gonna die.
Oh, look at him! He's so
Bite
cute.
him.
And like Maypole like flies over, buzzes over, and like starts trying to tickle him on his little belly.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite at Polly. Like I'm thrashing around.
It's even cuter when
Oh,
he
look,
thrashes.
he's so cute. He loves it.
I think this is really hard for Yama to watch too.
So Yama, you're setting up the tea. How long does it take to prepare tea? Like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, probably like 10 minutes or so to like properly boil the water, blend the tea, pour it.
The spider lily is kind of like sitting on your shoulder while you're doing that, and she's just like, "Ooh, what are you doing now?"
Well, now I must whisk the tea so fast that they
Ooh.
become one.
And what are you doing
with the
now?
water. Well, now we add the rest of the hot water.
Oh. What does that do?
Well, that brings it to the perfect texture and consistency of herbal aromatics.
She like gives a big deep breath in. Oh, I can smell the herbs. Have you got flowers in there too? I always like putting flowers in my tea.
Well, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to add some flowers to my tea.
Oh, yeah. And then she like buzzes off to go collect some flowers.
I'm gonna jump
Yeah.
out of Polly's arms again.
Let's call this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do this until this polymorph is up. I want you as a little cute little pig. I'm sorry.
15.
Huh? What am I doing? Acrobatics again?
Probably another dex save.
Dex save? Done. Oh, here we go. 12. There you go,
Yeah.
buddy.
Roll the
push as hard as possible?
Yeah, roll the d4 for me, son.
Aiming for like a little pebble on the floor.
No, I'm aiming for the fire that you're boiling the tea with.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you,
4.
You're gonna ruin
you
my
scold
tea.
yourself and revert back to your Sawn self.
Like I roll through the flame, take a burn, and I'll appear on the other side of the fire, so I don't ruin the tea.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the overkill for the polymorph, though, you are going to take 1 point of damage.
That is fine. I'll take that 1 point of damage. So I'm gonna get up.
Oh no!
What does it look
Mr.
like for
Pig!
1 point of damage?
And I. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was going to inflict a wound on Paulie out of spite, but my inflict wound does a lot of damage, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to kill him.
I had fun.
What are your surface level thoughts, Sawn?
Pure anger towards Paulie right now.
Yeah. Cowslip is kind of standing on your shoulder, Paulie. She's like, Mr. Spirit, I don't think he's your friend.
Yeah, he is. I just like annoying him a lot. He's really fun to play jokes on. You should give it a shot.
Okay, I'll wait a bit. He seemed
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah, he's very grumpy right now. That could be my fault.
Was that in Paulie's ear or
in his
out?
ear.
Okay.
And I'm not being quiet. I'm not answering. I'm not answering like quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of my awakened mind, I would have been able to hear them.
Yeah,
no,
they're not telepathically. Like they don't seem to have
Yeah.
that kind of ability. It's more just yeah, she's little and she can whisper. She can get right up to that ear.
Yeah.
But you can definitely hear Paulie's part of the conversation. Absolutely.
But
Yep.
I'd say because you're familiar with it, you definitely felt the prickle of a light detect thoughts, like that kind of same thing that you were doing.
Yeah. she'll just hear in her mind. I caught that. And just like look at her.
Oh, he's a scary ghost.
See, with all the good.
Is he another spirit like you?
Yes, he is. He's a grumpy spirit.
Oh, he wasn't laid to rest properly. Is he all upset because of the granny and all her nonsense?
Yes.
Oh, well, you should tell him. Well, maybe we should find some people to deal with that, and then he won't be so grumpy.
That's the plan. That's what we're doing. We're gonna gather a lot of people to deal with that grumpy nanny, a grumpy grandma.
Oh, have you spoken to Will?
No, can you help us find him?
We could probably find. Yeah, Will's like really good at that kind of stuff. He finds all kinds of people and brings them together, and then causes. Well, he's not great at like. He causes a lot of mischief, and that's kind of like going on an adventure, and that's kind
Absolutely
of
it
like
is.
stopping the big bad evil lady.
Does he have more access to dryad cheese?
I don't know. Maybe we could ask him.
Done. I'm gonna take a bite of the wood, by the way. Just to add effect, like you know, like yeah, like you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to use my beak to chop it up.
Yeah, you definitely like it's a solid wood carved thing, so you can
Amazing.
scrape off like a plane, you know, like
Perfect. Thank you. Yep, great. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
a curl comes off.
I'm gonna eat
you
it.
can pop in your mouth a little bit of curly cheese.
Gonna eat it. Ooh, string dryad cheese.
Oh, what does it taste like? What does it taste like?
It tastes like happiness and a fresh spring day.
Oh wow! Do you think it'd go well with the tea?
I bet it will.
Ooh. And so they flutter down onto their little pillows, and are sort of sitting there ready to like have the tea served up.
Great. I'm gonna carve off like a tiny sliver of wood for each of the for the pixies.
Just as Yama is pouring the tea into all the cups.
Yeah. And the one that cast the spell on you, Sorn, is like sort of flutters over to you, lands on your shoulder, and is like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Spirit. I didn't know you were very, very grumpy. I thought you were one of the Shadows men."
I am the Shadow King.
Oh. Well, then why have you been sending all your Shadow men out into the forest, hunting unicorns and making everyone unhappy?
Different Shadow King
Oh, there's more than one
Wow.
Shadow King?
from somewhere else. Yeah,
You should get
it's like a
that-
franchise.
Oh, are you two... Is it like you and him are partners? You're like
I
both
wouldn't say
kings.
partners.
That's so cute! Two kings!
Where is this Shadow King that you speak of?
Oh, he spends all his time up in the castle.
Ah, yes. Okay. Do you have a map?
What's a
Actually,
map?
never mind. Your map would. Yeah, that's fine.
Walked into that one.
Yeah, and I also realized that any map that a pixie would have would. Yeah, a stick of gum.
She pulls out like a tiny leaf handkerchief from like a little pouch and sort of unfolds it and lays it out nicely for you to sit down next to them on the cushions.
So cute.
I'm sitting on a
It's the size of like a
chewing gum wrapper.
yeah.
All right,
Come join us, Mr. Spirit. Have some tea.
Yep.
You'll feel better.
Okay. Fair enough. When I sit down, I want to give them each a gift.
Oh.
Since I have my tattoo now, I haven't been wearing my leather armor. So I'm going to take out the leather and a knife. I'm just going to carve off little bits of the leather and give them each a little piece of leather.
Oh, wow. Mr. Wood Spirit brought cheese. Mr. Tin Man brought tea, and you brought, what is this?
It's some leather. May it protect you if you need to.
She like sniffs it, gives it like a little bit of a lick, and is like, this isn't dryad cheese. What is this?
It's leather.
Leather.
It's protective.
Um,
It's very tough.
It's very dried. It's very dried goat jerky.
and Spider Lily kind of scrunches up her face and is like, "No, I think that's
Not
floss.
everyone likes it.
I think that's floss. That's floss for big giants."
Someone's gonna look at Paulie, and Paulie just hears in his mind, "I hate you."
Wait, no, you're right. It does look like it could be flossed through like the tooth of a giant.
And then Maypole sort of picks up the strip of leather and is like, "No, clearly it is a pixie scarf."
Yes. I cut it. Like I fashion it into a scarf.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm a leather fashionista.
It's also like dyed black.
Yeah.
The leather, because it was Sawn's.
Yeah, very cool. It doesn't it doesn't clash with their green aesthetic, but you know, it's all right. It's all right. You doubt it's gonna keep them warm.
Oh no, absolutely not.
All right, so the six of you sit down for tea, and Cowslip says, "Well, spirits, do you have any gossip?"
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
You can't have tea without gossip.
No, that's true. You're right. You got to spill the tea to drink the tea. I get it. Bavlorna, that crazy, like hag lady, and the other one, and like we're in Hither, right? We're in Thither. We're in Thither. Hither is the other one. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, in Hither, yeah, she went all crazy and attacked all the frog people. She's just, and also she's having such a bad hair day. Just adding to the gossip part of it all.
Yeah.
Her house. I hear her house may have caught fire.
Oh, wow, that's very silly of her.
Yeah, very silly.
Yeah, she let bird people into it. It's always a terrible idea to let bird people into it.
Oh, yeah, I find that they poop everywhere.
We do.
Especially
And-
bird spirits.
You gotta be really
We
careful. My cousin was flying around, and she says that birds swoop and try and eat pixies.
No. Well, I wouldn't do that to you guys.
No,
I have
'cause
heard
you-
that.
No, because you're a spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Good
Um,
point. Pixies aren't good spirit food.
Well, I heard a rumor about Bavlorna as well. Says Maypole. I heard if you run around her or fly around her, Widdershins, it makes her sneeze. She's allergic to it.
And you say Widdershins when you fly around her.
Yeah, if you fly around her in like a Widdershins way, it makes her sneeze because she's allergic.
Ooh.
That may be good to know. Sawn will write that down.
Writing it down too.
Will Dylan write that down, or is just Kate gonna write a letter?
I'm like,
Hey,
I've got it.
I keep notes.
That's true. Now it's your turn,
Run
Mr. Tin Man.
around Bavy Widdershins.
Alright, well, I heard a nasty rumor that Granny Nightshade has lots of children in her house. I heard that it's very hot and sweaty.
That's not
Did
a
you
rumor.
know about
Everyone's
that?
heard that. That's not even a rumor.
What do you mean? Do you know any more than that?
Well, I heard that she turned one of those little boys into a pumpkin head, and he has to make candies now.
Whoa, that's not very nice.
That's not very nice. Imagine if you had a pumpkin head. Although, maybe you wouldn't mind, because you're a man made of tin. So, maybe it'd look, give you more... make you blend in with nature a little bit. I think orange would suit you really well.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he, takes off his helmet.
Oh my god, you've got a pumpkin head! I can't believe you carved a face into your pumpkin head, Tin Man.
Well, how
That's
else
silly.
am
Did you lose a dare?
Well, how else am I supposed to get people to be friends with me if I don't have a face?
That's true. Your metal face is really scary.
Do you think this face is less scary?
Yeah, it smiles more, and I think that's a lot nicer. It feels just metal is a bit don't really like it.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm sure it's great for you, but I just couldn't pull. Ugh.
That's okay. You guys look great in your green.
Oh, thank you. It has pockets.
I got it from Kmart. It has pockets.
Look! I can put so many things in here.
Too good.
Well, I heard a rumor that Will of the Feywild, and his getaway gang, they've got a they have a little kitten, and it's so cute. But I heard they're not letting anyone see him because he's just so cute, and they won't let anyone else pat him.
Well,
he's got to share the kid. Okay, we're gonna see that kitten. Okay. Hey, Paul. We're gonna go see that kitten.
we should all go see the kitten.
How about you, Grumpy Spirit? Do you have any rumors? Do you have any gossip?
I hear there are spirits roaming these woods that aren't spirits.
Ooh, what are they?
Mortal beings disguised as spirits.
Mortal beings in the Feywild. That's silly.
But only the silliest of people, or pixies, would fall for their tricks.
Oh, yeah, mortals can be very tricksy. They, like, say things, but then they do other things. And then they just, like, go and die from old age and stuff. It's, like, that's just... Why would you do that? That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's really strange. But wouldn't happen to me, being a spirit and all. Also an elf.
Well, I heard that Lamorna's really sad at the moment because she won't see anyone. She refused to see anyone at the moment. She's just very, very sad, and you can hear her crying all the time. And maybe people should go cheer her up.
Where's Lamorna?
She's over at the Wayward Pool.
Well, maybe we should go there and cheer her up after we've met up with Will.
Oh yeah, I think Will would probably know how to cheer her up. He's always so funny.
Well, we should do that because I want to see this cat that Will's got.
Is Lamorna another...
It just rhymes too much with Bavlorna, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is Lamorna a hag?
Oh no, she's not a hag. She's super friendly. Well, she used to be super friendly. We just haven't seen her in a long time, and it's really sad.
Is she
I'm
a
adding that.
pixie like you?
Don't be silly. No, of course not. Lamorna's a unicorn.
Oh, has Lamorna lost her horn?
Oh,
No, she lost her partner.
Ah, they must have lost their horn. Well then.
I heard the rumor is she'll only speak to other unicorns.
Wow. What about spirits?
Well, maybe. I mean, you guys can transform into birds and stuff. So maybe if you transform into a unicorn, you could go see her.
Yeah, I wonder what else our bird friend here can transform into. Got anything else you can transform into over there?
Not right now. I'm very tired.
Ah, yeah, he gets stage fright.
Oh. You pass the cheese, please?
Of course. And I give them some
They're all,
cheese.
sipping their little tea. And they're just, like, doing it super dainty, kind of.
Yes.
Love it.
Paulie's absolutely just being the same. He's being very, very, pinkies up the whole time.
Yeah. Very Ari from yeah.
Mm.
From what is it? Yeah, Name of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So an hour passes. You all get the benefits of a short rest.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah, I'm going to use some hit die.
Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah, can you take us to go see Will?
No, we're gonna go cause some mischief over at Grandfather Oak, but
Okay, fair.
and Maypole kind of flies off, or so Maypole and Spider Lily fly off, and they come back sort of holding like a wooden whistle, and they hand it to you, Paulie, and they say, "But Mr. Bird Spirit, if you need to call us, just give it a hoot." And we'll hear that, and we'll come over and we'll have some more tea.
Done. Sounds great.
Or we'll beat up some more Shadow Mans.
Yeah, hell yeah. And we can turn him into teacup pigs.
Yeah. All right. So Paulie, you now have a reed whistle. And I'll just tell you this out of character. You can blow the whistle to summon 3 pixies. This effect functions as a conjure woodland being spell that summons the 3 pixies and doesn't require concentration, but they'll fly away when the spell ends after an hour.
And I can do that. Can I do that whenever I want to as well, or is it just a one-time thing?
Just a one-time thing.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. It was nice meeting you guys.
Oh, it was our pleasure. I guess we'll just have to leave the teapot here. It's a very sad teapot now. It's crying.
Well, would you mind if I take the teapot with me?
Oh, yes. That way the teapot won't be alone. And maybe it'll stop crying.
Well, I would be happy to maybe I can heal it up, and next time I see you guys, I could give it back to you again.
That'd be great. Are you going to tell it stories to heal it up? Or do you sing it songs?
I think it would benefit from some flowers picked from the forest and a little shine and buff at night before bed.
Yeah, make sure you tuck it in, because I know it likes to sit a little snugly. I've heard teapots sometimes like to get a little cozy.
Okay, I'll get it a tea cozy.
So they all go up and they all like hug the teapot, and they're like, "Okay, Mr. Teapot, you're gonna go with the Tin Man. Look, I know, yes, I know, it's scary. He's made of tin, but if anyone knows how to fix inanimate objects, it's probably him. He probably has to repair himself all the time."
Yeah, don't worry, I got this.
And the spirits, the pixies, kind of, move back to take the teapot.
Before they leave,
Mhm.
I am going to ask them, do any of you wonderful pixies know any forms of restoration magic?
No. But I find that a good night's sleep often helps. I could put you to sleep.
No, I don't think you can.
Oh.
You're welcome to try.
She... all this, like, little... she sort of flies above you, and, like, little sleek dust kind of tries to go over you. And I'm not even going to roll the dice, because I know just, that shit can't put you to sleep.
Yep.
So just pixie dust settles down on you.
Can I fly now? Is it Tinkerbell pixie?
Well, you have to smile and believe and think happy thoughts. And I'm sorry, Mr. Grumpy Spirit.
Wow.
I don't think that'll work. And then, like, they kind of look at each other. They said,
"See, watch me do it."
Would making you fly make you really happy?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to think happy thoughts. Maypole, is he thinking happy thoughts? Are you thinking happy thoughts?
All you hear in my head is happy, happy, happy.
Give me a deception check.
Alrighty.
Against their insight. Let me, yeah.
Well, that is a 12.
He's just saying happy thoughts. He's not actually being happy. Come on, Mr. Grumpy Spirit, you need to be happy.
Alright,
like,
Sorn will think.
Spider Lily just like comes up and like hugs your forearm. Are you feeling happy yet?
I'm thinking about Paulie stubbing his toe. And it makes me extremely happy.
Okay. While Spider Lily's clung to your arm, she casts Fly on you.
Hell yeah.
You
Someone's gonna like float up.
rising up, slowly floating up off the ground.
Cool.
What about you, Mr. Tin Man? Do you have happy thoughts? I guess it'd be really unfair if you have to clomp along while everyone's flying.
Well, yes, I would love to fly as well. And Yama thinks happy thoughts about sparring with his son when he was young.
Now I assume that sparring you weren't covered in armor for that, like full armor, because it was just like practice. Or...
When we were sparring, yeah, I would say he was probably like naked in like a loincloth.
yeah. Maypole is like, sort of like you can see her like get really happy as well, like seeing that thought of you. And she kind of gives a nod to, is it Cowslip? Cowslip. And so Cowslip like runs up to you, and like pokes you in your pumpkin nose, and goes, happy thoughts! And then you start to rise up a little bit as well.
Awesome. Let's go, guys.
Paulie is absolutely going to do the same thing, but he's going to duck to it himself and go, yeah!
That's right, Mr. Bird Spirit. Oh, yay! Alright, have fun, everyone! Hopefully we'll see you around later!
Bye!
And the three of you, whoosh, fly off into the forest. After 10 minutes, Yama and Sorn crash to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Yama.
I think you could probably cover a lot of distance in that 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 60 feet. It's 10 feet per second, essentially, because it's 60 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So, you can get pretty damn far.
Forgot that Yama had a fear of flying, so maybe he goes to, like, freak out, and then maybe Sorn or Paulie has to, like, grab his hand and, like, tug him along.
Alright. But over the with that added speed and the addition of, you know, the flight and kind of cruising along, you keep heading towards Little Oak as it's sort of slowly walking through the forest.
Cool.
And I think that's where we'll stop for now, with you guys approaching Little Oak. A bit of a short sesh this time. But as you pull up, you see up ahead a small group of children frolicking around this oak tree, and there's sort of cables and swings and stuff tied from its branches, and you can see like up at its sort of upper areas is a tree house that's been built in its canopy. And so like while it walks slowly, you know, taking its big long slow strides, you see kids like, you know, sliding down off it, kind of running around playing games with each other around the tree, and then occasionally they'll jump up and a branch will kind of flick and like whip them back up into the top of the canopy where they kind of land up top.
That's cool.
And you can just hear their kind of gleeful yelps carrying through the forest. Painted, you know, the swings have been painted with like, you know, daisies and daffodils and things like that. And you can see that ramshackle tree house up in its crown.
Amazing. That sounds like a heaven.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for having a bit of a dryad adventure and some fun tea time
That
with
was
pixies.
wild.
Loved it.
It was a great time.
and the little teacup pig Sorn. I want to see some teacup pig art of Sorn. I want to see a goth teacup pig. Get in the comments. All right, that's it from us. Hopefully we'll be back next week. I think it's Easter Monday next week, so we might even have some people might have the day off. I don't know.
Absolutely.
We might even be able to start up a little bit earlier or do a bit of a longer session. Anyone who's been watching these videos, thank you very much. We'll, Kate, I'm sure will post her notes on this. I look forward to reading them. All right. Well, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Boy.
So.